Nestle girl, let me start out by saying that the only people that I want to produce my reality show is the Purveyors of Pop. Shouts out to Purveyors of Pop because y'all have done it again. Married to Medicine LA is a hit and I am here for it. Now y'all, I'm so sorry it is taking me so long to get to y'all with the video. I have just not been in a reality TV mood this month. Plus, I've got some other personal things going on that just made me fall out of love with YouTubing for this month. But I'm slowly getting back on the saddle and getting a hold of things. So, Nessa girl, did you get into these last 3 or 4 episodes of Married to Medicine LA? First and foremost, shout out to the Atlanta cast. I love the way they use the Atlanta cast to naturally and organically transition us into the LA cast. Quiet as it's kept. Contessa, your ass might be boring as fuck on the Atlanta one, but bitch, you've solidified your worth and your value because quiet as it's kept, I'm pretty sure you can be attributed for basically casting the whole LA situation. You were the link, and I'm more than positive you were the one who gave the referrals and knew this one and know that one and set it all up. And Shazam, this is what we got. Now, Nessa girl, I didn't keep no notes because I had to watch 3 episodes. So this is going to be in no particular order. We just going to have a little conversation and shoot off the cuff. Let's start with who do you like? Now, Britton was the first person that we met. Dr. Britton, Contessa's BFF. I like Dr. Britton a lot. I love how forward-thinking and progressive her situation is. Quiet as it's kept. She better hurry up and find a damn house because her husband is giving me, bitch, if you don't find a house in the next 90 days and my kids start school, we staying put and we gonna be here another year. And if that man stay there another year with his fine ass, bitch, I'm in Miami, I might be relocating to Orlando. Yes, God, Britton, go ahead and stay your ass over there on the West Coast. Don't be taking no red eyes over here to Florida, fucking up my fantasy and everything I got going on. Listen, I'm a good woman, Savannah. I'll cook and clean for them kids, alleviate some of the pressure off that cute ass man while you over there putting people to sleep and killing them and running up them medical people malpractice insurance. Shout out to Dr. Britton and welcome to the Dineva family. First episode, Imani was my signed, sealed, and delivered. I rock with Imani. I like her. Fast forward to the drug dealer comment. I ain't fell out of love with you, Imani, but I'm like, okay, you got messy potential. You got messy potential. Quiet as it's kept, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all who my favorite is, and I wonder if y'all can guess. Let me give you a hint. Y'all know I always side with the person on these shows who is the most level-headed, who is the most rational, who is the most logical in their approaches, and who is the most down-to-earth. That being said, Noelle is my personal favorite of the faves. Like, and not because she's anything spectacular, she is in her personal life. Not that she's done a cartwheel while pussy popping in a handstand on this show. Just the simple fact that she seems to be a mature individual. Like, where I am in my life, the way my chakras set up and the way I'm doing all this yoga and folding my head between my legs at 7 o'clock in the morning on this beach, waking up with sand in my nose and in my eye and all between my legs and in my butt. Those chakras, the way they set up, I ain't got time for the mess. I ain't got time for superficiality. I ain't got time for body dysmorphia. I don't have time for bundles in 22 inches. I don't have time for Gucci, Prada, Fendi, Dolce & Gabbana, or none of that. I need real people who like to do yoga, who like to be calm, who are rational, logical, sensible, and reasonable. And for that reason alone, I like Noelle. Shanique. Now, I didn't have any issues whatsoever with Shanique until this. So when we first saw Shanique And they were showing how she supports her husband, she cooks and cleans, she has a career, which is important for me. Like, be more than just the doctor's wife, like Heavenly told Jasmine. And you could tell when she was talking to Heavenly, this is Jasmine I'm talking about, that there was a small air of insecurity in terms of being around a woman with the title. You know, well, I'm a doctor's wife. Here's the thing. You can tell Jasmine don't have anything going on because that's not a title. And if it is a very low-hanging title. And that's the one that you grabbed at, which meant there was nothing else left for you to grab. Like, you weren't like, I own 2 Smoothie Kings, I'm an entrepreneur. You didn't say, oh, I'm a teacher. You didn't even say, I'm a proud mom and a wife. I would have rather that. Your title was, I'm a doctor's wife, which signified to me that all of your worth is tied to your husband being a doctor, which is, I guess, you've got status conferred upon you by default because your husband is a doctor. Back to Shanique, then I'm going to get on Jasmine. I was down with Shanique, loved everything about it. I definitely love how she's making it a point to push her Jamaican heritage to the forefront. I love the way she talks with her kids. I love the relationship with she and her husband. Shanique, you got some growing up to do. Because this scene on this last episode where you and Asha's issue was supposed to be about the invite, you know, getting into if she's insecure or not, none of your damn business and had no place. And you did something that was so fucking nice, nasty, that she should have punched your ass in the eye. Don't sit at the table, drop a bombshell, and then want to dip back like you're now mature. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm not talking. No, bitch. You just told me my motherfucking husband was cheating on me because, bitch, we've been together 6 and he was interacting with her for 4. So, nah, bitch. Run your damn mouth. You didn't mind telling that. You didn't mind getting your ass in that motherfucking renter building and telling Jasmine ass what the fuck. Imani said, oh nah, bitch. And Asha, you better than me, cause bitch, the only place I would have got up and moved to was to that whole face or to the left side of her so she could whisper in my goddamn ear. Run me these things though, cause bitch, quiet as it's kept, it's looking like I'm about to be mad with my motherfucking husband. I'ma deal with him first and I'ma come back and whoop your ass later. But in the meantime, in between time, we girlfriends and I need this tea. Give me me. Give me me. What you said? Where? What you said? And so here's the thing though, right? Shanique, what you did was hurtful and it was intentional. And I'm less concerned with what you did because that was very obvious and more concerned with the underbelly of it all. Like, what's going on with you internally that prompted you to do that? Because that was very mean. It wasn't sisterly. It broke all girl code. And it was embarrassing. And I think unless they edited the dog fuck out of this scene and some gargantuan amount of information was left out, that tea you dropped was just inappropriate and it was not necessary. It was totally unnecessary and it was hurtful to the deepest levels of hurt. And the gag is too, you now have put your husband in the line of fire because you were passing along secondhand information. You know what I'm saying? Like, your husband told you something, you don't even have the ins and outs, and you were too locked, loaded, and ready to do it. Like, why were you so primed and pumped to shoot this girl with this tea? And the gag is, you did it, you got it out, you were so excited about doing it, but now you look like the bad person. Like, what you did was just, it was nasty. It was nasty and it was for no reason. So it makes me ask, what is the deeper underlying issue with you and Asha? Asha, you know, I got neutral feelings about Asha. You know, I think she's great. I think she's pretty. You know, they keep saying she's an actress, so she's always over embellishing. Her emotions are always being dramatic. I don't get that from her. You know, saying that about Asha is such an easy read and it's lazy. You know, oh, she's an actress, so she must be acting. Like, can y'all give me some critical thinking, please? Here's the advantage that Married to Medicine LA has, and I hope you girls listen to me carefully. We have now had a solid 10, 11 year run of urban reality TV, right? So every configuration of drama has been worked, every read has been given. The rule book and the status quo of reality TV has been set. Y'all got the opportunity to be something different. Lord knows we don't need more of the same. And I'm telling you this because if y'all are noticing, this whole ensemble, 5 girls in a restaurant, let them fuss and fight, that shit is being ushered out. You know, as these millennials, these tail end millennials are getting older, as people are getting more woke, we are overseeing just this basic rudimentary ass housewives, basketball wives arguments from 9 years ago. Like, give me the more evolved conversation. Give me the more evolved conflict. Give me something more than surface level. I heard your husband was cheating on you. Like, girl, who husband ain't cheated on them? Okay, like, that part. That's a whole nother video. Jasmine. Jasmine, your Barbie party helped me. First and foremost, let me say, Jasmine is so LA. And Jasmine is actually the living embodiment of why I would never move to LA. Jasmine is what I call plastic. Like, and it's no shade to her. She can't help who she is. But LA, California as a whole, breeds these plastic ass people. And I just can't get with all that plasticity, if that's even a word. It's like y'all train and socially condition people to play airheads. And what's funny is at the doll lunch, when she actually like took the blonde hair off and put the brown hair on, and you know took the valley white girl out of her and shit, her black family was around, so she had to cut that damn shit out and actually talk. There is some substance there, but you don't get it masked behind the Kelly Bundy. They tell him, oh my God. It's like, oh my God, I hate it. That shit don't get exhausting acting like that. Like, damn girl, be yourself. That's who you are best. Nevertheless, what do I think about Jasmine? Per episode 3, Jasmine does have grounds to be upset with Imani based on the way Shanique passed along the information. Shanique passed along the information and put a little extra stank on it that wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Imani did not have to say it looked like a drug dealer's house, but Shanique put a little extra stank on it, a little 2 or 3 extra exclamation marks in some areas that didn't need to have all that, you know, emphasized or whatever, which has prompted Jasmine to have the attitude that she's going to have. Now, I can tell you something that I pick up on Married to Medicine LA big time, and I guess this is, I don't know if these shows consult with psychologists before they put these casts together. I think there will be less of an issue between the LA doctors versus the non-doctors than we have in Atlanta, but I got a feeling that she who works versus she who doesn't is going to rear its ugly head. And I think the person that it is going to affect the most probably is Jasmine, because I sense that Jasmine's whole worth, her whole setup is tied to them 4 Bentleys, some clothes, how she look, and this vacant husband or this disappearing husband or this husband that did not want to participate on the show that we never see, which really does reek of a drug dealer tea. You know what I'm saying? He's got all the makings of a Nino Brown, which is go ahead, baby, you go ahead and do your thing, but I'ma chill because the feds is watching. Nevertheless, I'm not even going to perpetuate that mess. I don't know what the man do. Possibly he can own several medical groups. But I'm gonna say something, and pardon me for being politically incorrect. It feel like your husband just straight up on some nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, to have 4 Bentleys, don't get me wrong, people who have wealth at their level, they live, you know, excessively. And I'm not knocking the fact that y'all live very nice and this and the third. But it would just seem to me that he would diversify when it comes to the cars. And like I said, y'all got the money to buy whatever you want. But it feels like I was the young boy in the ghetto who never thought I would have a Bentley. Now I got 4 of them. You know what I'm saying? Of all the cars you could have bought of equal or lesser or greater value. You know what I'm saying? You got 4 Bentleys. Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, it's y'all money. You know, he's saving lives and work hard, and he ain't dealing drugs and got a medical group. So, you know, hats off to him, and hopefully we get to see him. And yeah. You know, Imani with the father situation. She texted her father, like, I think we should meet. He said, I'll think about it. Like, nigga, what's to think about? That shit kind of hurt my feelings on behalf of her. Like, what the fuck is there to think about? I'm your daughter. I'm trying to think. Britton. Dr. Britton. I am loving how progressive women in 2019 are becoming. And yes, you know, I'm the one whose career is anchored in having to be attached to a facility or office. You can work from home. So yeah, and I don't know what the husband makes, but I would assume because she's a doctor, she's probably the primary breadwinner. So she was like, yeah, bitch, you watch these motherfucking kids. You watch these badass, cute ass kids or whatever. And I'm gonna make sure your ass can't cheat on me because you ain't got time to cheat. You boggle down with these kids. And I'm finna go set up shop and lay it low and spread it wide all over LA. I love it. And I love the fact that Britton ain't on TV falling all apart because she ain't with her damn kids every day. Like, people kill me with these unnatural ass attachments to their damn kids. Like, child, by Britton out there living her best life, taking a break from them damn kids. She like, fuck that. They 50% me, 50% of their daddy. They pappy can handle them. I know that's right, Britton. But I'm with the husband as well. That house that y'all got in Orlando was sickening, bitch. Sickening. And yeah, that Airbnb that you living in, girl, because don't get me wrong, that house is sitting in too, you know, but to scale for LA. Yeah, that is, now I see why your husband don't want to move. And he like, yeah, we going to live on the outskirts. You know, yeah, but I get Britton, she like, I'm the one that got to go to work every day, and I don't want to be an hour in LA traffic. Though an hour commuting to work is not bad. I mean, I think the average person who lives in a metropolitan city commutes an hour to work or so. Married to Madison, LA, y'all. This was just a quick skim through the 3 episodes. You know, the drama just starting to unfold. Is we here for it or is we not? I think we here for it. I'm definitely interested in them. They bring a very similar. Purveyors of Pop did a very good job of not the show flows perfectly. Like, this could easily be Quad in them, or that next week we're going to see Quad in them. You could tell that the treatment, the direction, how they're putting this together is the same as Married to Medicine Atlanta. And thank you for the continuity. Y'all have found a formula that works. If it ain't broke, don't break it. And Married to Medicine LA girls, welcome to the Dineva crew. Welcome to the Funky Bunch. And y'all be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll call you later, Nesta girl. Bye.